Our social activity didn't amount to a whole lot. The neighbors get together. When we first got a radio about 1940, several of the neighbors get together just to listen to the radio on Saturday night. And such as that was basically what folks did.
For fun. Well, we'd go to the movie. That's all it was.
We had a radio. We even had a radio back in the war, because I can remember us all getting around the radio and listening to the war commentators. And then you listen to the Grand Ole Opry on Saturday night, you know.
In the spring and summer, we went to the river a lot, took a picnic lunch, and would fish after church on Sunday afternoons. That was one thing we did.
Eat at people's houses. There was no golf course here. Some people played golf, I did not. Play cards occasionally, visit, just go to church, go to school functions, watch the kids play out in the yard. That was about it.
We would go to a drive-in theater occasionally and take the whole family, you know, and then we would play cards with other couples and just visit and all that stuff.
My folks played bridge, or not bridge either, pitch, once a week with, there were several different couples. Billy Joe Bartholomew's folks and the McKenzies and I don't remember who all now. But that, and then the Masonic Lodge, the men were big into Masonic Lodge and the women the Eastern Star, and that was about the extent of it.
Go dancing, played cards, went to ball games, football and basketball.
Making ice cream and inviting the neighbors over once a month or something at supper time or things like that was about all they done for entertainment.
Well, they would, of course, go out to eat or play games. We would play games, and people would just come over and, like I said, just talk.
They would have people come, friends come in, you know, they would eat dinner, play cards. They played a lot of pitch and things like that, you know, but mostly it was things that was right there in town. They didn't go too far out of town. Once in a while we go to Fayetteville, maybe to a movie, but not too often.
Well, we had, actually my parents would get together with other people in the community on Saturday nights and play pitch, you know, play cards or maybe make homemade ice cream. And back then your church was pretty much your center of social activity. And along with those you know, get-togethers on weekends to play cards, and we'd have pie suppers and you know, just stuff like that. There was it was pretty localized and pretty simple by today's standards, but great times. You know, just you know, the McKenzies and the Ramseys and the Clements, and you know, we were all close knit and get together frequently, just to play cards or just to visit.
Well, all I remember my parents doing for enjoyment was they played a lot of cards with their neighbors, and they went on picnics out on the river and cook out and you know, played cards maybe once a week with some of their friends and family and couples. That's about all they did for entertainment.
I remember every Saturday night there would be people either at our house or we would go to their house. It was like 3 or 4 couple friends of my mom and dad's, and we would cook out or do something like that or celebrate a birthday, whatever. And they would come. I can remember some friends of mom and dad's that didn't have a TV, and they would come up and watch the fights and the wrestling and the ball games and stuff with my dad because they didn't have a TV.
Well, my parents, for fun, I mean, lifelong they played bridge. I also remember them entertaining a lot, and they'd have couples from Fayetteville and Prairie Grove out to the house, and it would not be uncommon for them to roll back the carpet and turn on some music and dance. And
my parents had friends of Vincel and Pauline Bell, Russell and Irene Cates, and they would go to each other's houses normally after church, or sometimes during the week, but I don't remember a lot of that. But they would go and play cards, and of course that give us kids an opportunity to run and play hide and seek and kick the can, and most of the activities was geared around whatever the kids would normally do.